Let's do a full face of products that I absolutely love right now. I'm gonna start with the Glow recipe. I got the Glow Babies. This, I was absolutely surprised that I was gonna love it. I've been stuck on Eminence skincare for so long, probably like close to a decade. And I got this and I've been trying it for almost a month now and my skin has cleared up. It's so soft and I absolutely love it. I would rebuy all of these products. So with the Glow Babies, you get two serums. One is more for being dewy and kind of hydrated. The other one is more for breakouts. It has its AHAs and BHA salicylic acid in it. So it's a salicylic serum. This really works really well for breakouts. And then you have the toner. I don't use toners as much, but sometimes I feel like I need it, so I do use it. But I would definitely rebuy the two serums, 100% in the full size. I don't love a lot of moisturizer on my face, but this is very lightweight. And then I really love the avocado cream cleanser. I would definitely get that in a full size again. So if you have the chance, I think this is close to $50, maybe $45, $50. It's a great bang for your buck. I would definitely try it out. This is my favorite skincare at the moment, especially the watermelon dewdrop. So I'm gonna start with that. The difference between a moisturizer and a serum, the serum goes in deeper and faster into your skin, and the moisturizer sometimes can sit on your skin a little bit more. So serums go within the skin and moisturizers go on the outside. I trained with Eminence Skincare for about 7 years. We always said serums were corrective and moisturizers were protective. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking to correct something, get a serum. If you're looking for something for just more hydration or SPF or something, get more of a topical cream. As always, the Lumi Glotion from L'Oreal. This is the shade 902. I couldn't live without this in the summer. I just wear this on days where I don't want foundation, but I just kind of want that extra kind of feeling of feeling pretty with a little bit of glow on your skin. So this is really pretty. You can put it all over, or you can just put it are the high points where you want the highlights, so your nose, cheekbones, a little bit on your forehead. So it's up to you, the ball's in your court, what you want to put it on, but I like to put it all over today. And it just gives another full, nice, glowy look. For foundation today, I'm going to use the shade Deauville from NARS. This is Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. It's been out for a while. I just got it again and I still love it. You can put it pretty full coverage, or if you want more of a natural coverage, you for sure can. Just remember, if you're applying with a brush, you're gonna get more full coverage. And if you're applying with a beauty blender, you're gonna get a little bit more of a natural finish. So I'm gonna use a natural finish beauty blender, beauty sponge today, and just tap it in. A lot of people use these dry. I always use mine pretty damp. I wet it, squeeze it out, wet it, squeeze it out. I like to see my freckles in the summer, so I don't like too full coverage. It's funny, yesterday I made a rookie mistake and I was getting ready to go do a couple of makeups at the salon, and I have two Saint products that I won in a giveaway, and one is a makeup remover and one is a finishing spray, and I used the makeup remover all over my face. I couldn't figure out why. It was kind of oily and just like, basically you could take your finger and just go like that and my makeup was coming off. And then I realized later that's why it smelled different. I used the makeup remover, but that's okay. For concealer today, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Too Faced Born This Way, and this is in the shade Swan. I find like this feels like silk when it goes on. It's really pretty and really lightweight. I'm gonna use my finger just because I really don't want full coverage today. And then I'm gonna go over it with my beauty blender. And I'm just putting it where I kind of get rosy throughout the day, around the nose. And I've got some dark circles because my children aren't sleeping well. I blame the moon. This is more of a pricier concealer, but it's definitely worth the price point if you're a makeup artist or you enjoy kind of higher end makeup. It's around the $45 mark for one. It is a decent size though. You do get quite a bit of product and need very little. But I would say if you're going to pick up your children from daycare or something, the Fit Me Maybelline concealer is just as good for day to day. But when it comes to having a luxury product, this is a winner. It feels so nice. It's not heavy, it doesn't crease, it's non-greasy. It honestly feels like satin when you touch it. It's very thin, lightweight, but yet it has a really full coverage. You can use it a little bit more sheer, like I said, with your finger beauty blender, but I think it's stunning. It's a really pretty product. So definitely 10 out of 10, recommend if you want a luxury concealer. So for brow gel, I'm going to use the clear brow gel from Morphe, and I'm not putting a lot on. I don't really love my brows stuck up, so I'm just putting a little bit in, just to kind of hold them in place today. always do it on an angle, never straight up. We like to call that the man brow when we stick it straight up. So always kind of turn it onto an angle. And I'll let that sit for a second and then I'll come back with some color. Another way, if you're putting some gel into your brows and you feel like it's not picking up all the hairs, brush it all the way down and then back up to an angle. This will pick up every single hair that is on your eyebrow and kind of place it where it needs to be. Brow pencil, I'm gonna go in with the Essence. This is in the shade 03 Dark Brown. I really like these. They are waterproof. I do love the Ka-Brow pencil, the micro pencil. I do love that. But for every day, again, I just like to use my drugstore products most of the time. So I'm just gonna touch in the little spots that need a little bit of filling in. So for my favorite brush, it's Bedazzle Tools, I think. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I got it in New York at the makeup show and I fell in love with it. I have a few of their brushes and I just love it. And I'm using the Tartelette Energy palette. And I'm gonna go ahead and use kind of the pink tones today. I just feel like being a little bit springy. I'm gonna go very light and just kind of pop in some color. Then I'm gonna go ahead and tap on the rose gold here and just pop it on in the middle. Using my finger. Sometimes shimmers don't pick up as well on brushes as they do on fingers, so keep that in mind if you buy a really cool palette and the glitter is not working with a brush, try your finger or spritz the brush with your favorite misting spray or setting spray. So these are a couple other brushes from, I want to say it is, sorry, they're not zooming in, Bedazzle Tools. It's a beautiful, beautiful company. I 10 out of 10 would buy any of their brushes again. I have a great concealer brush. I absolutely love this one on brides, and the foundation brush is just great. So it packs in the color and makes such a good full coverage application. So definitely check out their tools if you are into makeup and want kind of a higher end brush. I feel like it is top tier. So just like any of my other videos, if you've ever seen me on TikTok or Instagram, these are my two favorite primer. One is a lash primer, this one here, and this is a waterproof mascara, and the two of them just go really well together and create such a beautiful combination for your lashes. So you start with your lash primer, and I don't use a lot on the whole eye. I just use it more on the outside here. I just want to extend it. I used to have really pretty long lashes and I don't know what happened, but they're not anymore. So the primer helps with that. And it also helps if you have kind of an oily eyelid and you find that your mascara is starting to leave black here and you've tried primers, you've tried concealers and setting them all and it's still not working for you, I would definitely recommend just trying it out. You know, I think it's less than $5 and it's definitely worth the try if you have an eyelid problem with your mascara. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. For how affordable it is, Essence is really underrated, I think. And this year is probably their year to shine, as well as e.l.f. So you can already see the difference between one eye to the other. The lash primer does such a great job with building the lash up a lot, but it doesn't make it cakey or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Too Faced Lip Injection. This stuff, it kind of stings a little bit, but I promise you, if you do invest in it or you get a mini, it actually really works. And you give it about 2 to 5 minutes and I feel like my lips are pretty plumped from it. So if you like the plumping effect, this is definitely one to purchase. It's been around for a while, but I feel like it's coming back a little bit. My blush today, I'm gonna use Warm Soul from MAC. It has a little bit of like a shimmer in it. It is the perfect like nudie peach. I really like it. So I'm gonna just tap it on. And then dust it. So you can kind of see it brings a little bit of a glow to the skin. It's just super pretty. I find a lot of brides actually really like this if they like to peach tones and request kind of the peach tones. So that's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. And of course, if you prefer using a liquid blush, my absolute favorites, as well as probably 90% of the population, is the Rare Beauty, and my top two are Encourage and Hope. I need to try out some more colors and shades and try them out, but I think Hope is going to be super popular this year with all the peachy and pink tones going on. It's very lightweight, very pretty, can be sheer, can be very full coverage, but it's definitely really nice. For powder, I'm going to use Pound Cake from Huda Beauty, and it comes with a super cute sponge for personal use. I use this in my kit, so I would use a brush. If you're using it for personal use, definitely to get rid of bacteria and refreshen it, because sponges and stuff can kind of harbor bacteria. Since it's just you using it, maybe spray a 70 to 90% alcohol on it after use and let it dry out before putting it back on top so it doesn't kind of stick to it and stuff. But definitely a cute little add-on, and cute little size. You do get quite a bit of powder in the minis. I just wanted to test it out for baking, but I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it under my eyes today, and then whatever is left on the brush, I'm gonna put it all over my face. I will say, it is a beautiful product, but if you are very sensitive to scent, it does have a bit of a scent to it. So it is really pretty, but yeah, it's great for baking, but it definitely does have a scent. So just beware of that. Of course, the Old Faithful Laura Mercier is a great option if you can't have scent in your products. This is probably my top setting powder for brides. And on top of that, I do love the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder. I have it in one fair. And this is great for taking away the appearance of pores around here. It kind of packs it in and fills it in a little bit. So yeah, some good setting powders there. For bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead with a Sunlight Silky Matte. It's 01 from Milani. I don't know if I had that upside down, but the Milani. It kind of smells like coconuts when you put it on. It's really pretty. And it is on the warmer side, so it's definitely more of a bronzer, less contour. So you're keeping that on kind of the top of your cheeks. Two of my absolute favorite highlights would be Double Gleam from MAC. I use this so often. I feel like it's a really soft, pretty, natural kind of glow. I'll show you on one side here. Just tapping it in. Versus the Cookie highlighter from Benefit. I absolutely love this highlighter too, but I'll show you the difference of kind of the boldness of these two highlighters. So that is the Cookie, and then this is Double Gleam. So you can kind of see it's just, the MAC one is just a little bit more softer. So if you prefer kind of a soft bridal look without the heavy glam, that is gonna be your go-to highlighter now, I promise you. Also, when it comes to eyeshadows, I don't know if you are a makeup artist and you're looking for some inspos, of course the Jaclyn Hill First Edition is a go-to. It just has the most perfect colors. And then on top of that, the Madison Beer palette from Morphe was also a really good hit. Had a lot of rose and kind of rosy brown tones, and a couple golds and shimmers in there, but really nice kind of ashy tones as well as warm tones. So that's a nice palette as well if you're looking for palettes. I don't know if that one's still available, but if it ever comes back up, it's definitely one to look into. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the Cloud Lip. This is a new thing. I thought it was interesting. I just saw it on Instagram. I mean, maybe it's not new, but to me it's new. So you take it under your lip. Well, that's going awful, I'll be honest. And then on top. Oh, I don't know, guys. Okay, yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be kind of swoopy on bottom, swoopy on top. Well, we're gonna see how that goes. On top, we're gonna do the famous vinyl lips from Maybelline. These are amazing. These are basically smudge proof. So if you're looking for something for your wedding, the cheeky tone is really pretty as well as the peachy tone. Well, I got the plumping effect. I absolutely am not sure. Maybe I used the wrong kind of color for the underlining and stuff. I just don't think big lips are for me, maybe. But I'm gonna clean that up a little. Make it a normal lip. Okay, that's a little bit more me. I tried putting a little bit of Oh My Gloss on top and just softened the edges. The Cloud Lip is a little bit strange, but I know it's to give like a bigger enough effect and everything to your lips, but Maybe I'll try again with a different shade and see if I like it. But anywho, these are, the vinyl lips are basically transfer proof, so definitely check them out. And like I said, Cheeky and Peachy are really cute tones. So I'm excited to try more. I've heard great things about Koi, I think it is. So yeah, stay tuned. Maybe I'll do a video of all of the colors and see how transfer proof all of them are. So that was some of my absolute favorite products. Most of them were from Morphe or MAC, Sephora, or the Drugstore. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in my comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you for part 2.